You have made it the final step of how to become a successful sign and print shop business. In this video, you're just gonna have to find out what the last step is. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? You made it to step 10. Congratulations. Step 10 is a wonderful step. It's my favorite step out of all of the 10 steps, and that is to remember to have fun. I can't stress this enough. We got into this business, this sign and print business, most of us, because it was fun. It was fun to create something. It's fun to give back to our community. It's fun to have businesses inside our towns, inside our communities. And you drive down the road and you say, hey, I made that. I designed that. I had a part in this business's success. This is why I got into the sign business. As a graphic designer, I knew that I was going to be designing projects. I just didn't realize at first how big of projects I'd be designing. That I'd be responsible for any small, medium, or large size businesses' marketing, for their advertising, for their branding. It's funny because I still continue to talk to many sign shop owners out there, and it sort of feels as like they did lose that flair, that drive, that passion, why they got into this business in the first place. The sign and printing industries lend themselves to a creative mind. Being creative is fun. To sit in front of a computer and let countless hours go by doesn't feel like a waste of time to us. Now, we know that it might be costing us money, but it doesn't feel like that because it doesn't feel like we're working, when in fact we really are. There are projects that we don't like to do, that we don't like to create. Nobody really likes to design a brochure or to design a pamphlet or a booklet. But when it's done, and when it's done correctly and the customer loves it, it makes everything worth it. But the key here is to have fun while you're doing it. To have fun as a sign shop owner, as a sign shop manager, as a sign shop or print shop employee, is to always have fun. We're in a business that's not typically 9 to 5. We don't have, the typical office banter. Or maybe you do. And I encourage you, the sign shop, print shop owners out there, to make your shops fun. I encourage you to adopt some things that you may not normally have adopted. For example, I spoke to a sign shop owner last week on Zoom who took a page out of Google's book and does like a brain break. He has a whole dedicated site of his office that's dedicated for peace and quiet. He showed me a photo of it, and it was exhilarating. So hands off to you for being a little outside the box with some of the things that make the work environment fun to be a part of. We can lose sight of having fun. If we get a lot of customer complaints, if the quality control of your product is not there and we have to constantly redo projects, then yeah, I can understand how the fun factor can be lost. But remember why you got into this business in the first place. You chose to be a sign or print shop owner. You didn't choose to be an accountant doing taxes. You didn't choose to be a lawyer that's going to litigate cases. You didn't choose to be a surgeon where people can potentially die on your table. You chose this industry. And this industry is notoriously known for being fun. Create a new project. See how awesome it was. Try new things. Push the envelope a little bit. As you push the envelope a little bit, you're going to learn new things. It's going to make the business even more fun for you, as small as it may be. I was talking to a CNC router the other day, a wholesale CNC router company here on Long Island. And he showed me a little bit of a nice tip of what he does towards his dimensional letters when he routes them and hogs out the middles. He says, I like to leave this little effect because it makes the installation feel that much faster. And when he told me about this little tip, I was like, man, I haven't seen anybody do that. What made you think of that? And he goes, well, I had a customer once. I wanted it to be a little bit of a different project. I learned a little something. And I said, you know what? On my next job, I'm going to do that. I said, you know what, Chris, I'm going to do that on my next job. Thank you for that tip. And I learned something new. And guess what it did for me? I learned something new, and it ended up costing me less on a project because of this little tip, because I was learning. And to me, learning is always fun. I always like to take a little bit away from everything that I've learned. And if I can put it into my next project right away, heck, that's what makes this business so interesting. So thank you for watching this series. Step 10 is all about having fun, making sure that your employees have a fun place to come to work. Nobody likes to come to work and have a strict boss. Nobody likes to come to work and have somebody watching over their shoulder 8 hours, 10 hours a day. Make it fun. Make it exciting. Do something different. There are a lot of books out there, how to build a better culture. I suggest you might pick up one of them and learn a little something. Even if you take 1% out of any book that you read and implement it into your system. Implement it into your shop. I'm telling you, a happy employee is a really good employee. So if they're happy at their workplace and it's a fun place to work and it's an exciting place to work, because we're in an industry that is always evolving, and if we can be creative, we can try new ways to make a sign. You know, that's another thing there. I'll leave you with that, is that there's more than one way to make a sign. There's never the same way. So if you're doing things the same way, hey, change it up a little bit. Figure out a new way to do something that maybe will help you be more productive in step 9. That'll help you save more money. That'll help your bottom line on your financials. Because this is not a game. This is your business. This is your life. But nobody said that your business has to be stale. Make it fun. Make it interesting. And that's step 10. I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed and loved this segment on how to become a successful sign and print business. Remember, have fun. It's very important. You'll be a better person and a better leader and a better manager because of it. I'm Peter Krunis with Shopbox. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to your responses. Keep them coming. I probably get about 20, 30 a week. Keep them coming, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the other side. Stay positive out there.